All right, here we are, day 38. Just got dropped off a few minutes ago by Bob of Bear Garden Hostel. And we are heading north. We got about 7 miles or so. And we'll hit the Brushy Mountain Outpost. And hopefully we can get lunch there. So that's the plan right now. All right, got a little bit of a climb here to start out the day. All right, here we are. We're coming down, and we got a slight gradual up to where Brushy Mountain Outpost is. We're probably 3 miles or less from stopping there for lunch. We should be there 11:30, between 11:30 and 12. Yeah, so Chill Guy and I were just talking as we walked. Yesterday we talked about the condition of the trail in Virginia and stuff like that, and ranted a little bit on that. And basically, we just wanted to clarify. Oh, look at that! There's some deer because I can see the hoof. Yeah, a lot of fur over there. So something got the deer and picked it clean. Anyway, the things you see on trail. Those darn trail maintainers should get rid of that. Just joking. So sometimes we rant on stuff because when you're just walking all day for 11 hours like we did yesterday, you gotta have something to talk about, something to rant about. And the trail's tough, and you get tired of your ankles getting twisted and stuff, and you complain about it. But do not feel sorry for us. We chose this life, so any griping and complaining we do, just take it with a grain of salt. We chose to do this, as has everyone else that hikes this trail. Sometimes you'll see people on YouTube, they complain about everything, and they just, turn it into a drama, the Appalachian drama. And they just, hope that everyone feeds into the drama and they get all the comments, oh, you're so brave and this and that. And, that's not us. We chose to do this, so don't feel sorry for us when stuff happens. It is what it is. But some people kind of dramatize all that, for the channel to get likes and subscriptions and stuff. We choose not to do that. What you get with us is you get what you see, right? We're just going to show you views of the trail. I'm not going to stand here walking for 10 minutes with the camera on my face, so you have to look at my face for 10 minutes as I blab. Right? If you don't like what I'm saying or whatever, you don't want to listen to me, the cool thing is you can just turn the sound off and just look at the views of the trail. You don't have to listen to me talk. So that's kind of how we do things on this channel. Other channels, it's look at me. So it's kind of my rant for the day. Because I watch other channels and stuff, and I hear people complaining about stuff all the time. It's like, dude, stop complaining and just get out there and hike, If we choose not to hike because of the weather, it's because we're being wusses that day and we don't want to hike in the weather. It's just a fact. There's other people hiking in the weather. Sometimes we choose, you know what, I don't feel like doing that. I'm going to be a prima donna today and take a 0 or, not hike as far because it's going to rain or whatever. That's on us. So we take full responsibility for our wimping out sometimes. And then sometimes we kind of do crazy stuff like decide not to get out of the Smokies when there's 70-mile-an-hour windstorms and hike in it. Probably not the smartest decision we've made, but fortunately it worked out for us. It wasn't a pleasant day, but we made it through. So yeah, we got, fairly decent trail this morning. to the outpost, and after the outpost, it's not too crazy either. So we'll see how far we get today. All right, so that's kind of my rant, I think, for the day. Anything else you can think of, Chill Guy? Yeah, so we think of other rants, we'll bring them to you. If you don't like hearing them, just turn the sound off and watch the video. All right, here we go. We'll show you. We'll take some pictures of the food we get at the Brushy Mountain Outpost. All right. All right, here we are. We made it to the road. So we got half a mile on this little road down to the Brushy Mountain Outpost. Hopefully they're open. They're supposed to be open Monday through Friday, 7 to 2. It is 11:08, so we'll probably be there by 11:20. I know sometimes they close randomly, so I think last week or something like that they were closed on Thursday for some reason. So we're hoping that they're not closed, that they will be open, and we can get a nice lunch. All right, stay tuned and find out. People got their stuff, and there's a sign that says open. So we are walking in, baby. Brushy Mountain Outpost and Trail Shop. All right. All right, there we are, a little view. It is 3 o'clock. So we did go to the Brushy Mountain Outpost. We had a bacon cheeseburger. I'll stick a picture of it in here. It was good. Then we left, probably got out of there, started hiking again a little bit before 1. And tonight is supposed to get down into the 20s. Just this cold front that's coming through. Right now it's not bad. It's probably mid 40s. But the sun's out, so it feels decent. It's not super cold. But it's going to get cold tonight when that sun goes down. So what we're able to do is there's a hostel, Weary Feet Hostel. They're actually going to come pick us up at Highway 611 when we get there. And we're going to spend the night in the hostel so that we don't have to be out in the cold. Because if I can avoid the cold, I'm going to do it. Especially, hopefully, this might be one of the last times it gets down that cold on this trip. Because we are getting closer and closer to spring. And this is just kind of a freak little cold front coming through. So, we're going to do that. As I said in the past, my last trip, I spent enough time in the cold. So, I saved up the money for this trip so that I could kind of do it as I wanted to. So, that's what we're going to do. So, they're going to pick us up, and we'll go in. It'll still be a 15 to 16 mile day with our 1 hour lunch break that we took at, or a little over an hour actually, at the Brushy Mountain Outpost. And then tomorrow we will get dropped back off where we got picked up from. We'll hike forward. We'll do another 15 to 20 miles, I don't know, whatever, to somewhere. Probably, I'm thinking, I don't know, Wapiti Shelter maybe? I don't know. I'd have to look at the map. That'd be Wednesday. So we'll shelter tomorrow night. And then Thursday, we're probably lined up to be in Pearisburg, where we'll have to do some resupply. Depending when we get there, we'll probably wind up spending the night in Pearisburg because I think it's supposed to rain maybe later on Thursday. So that'll get us in out of the rain in the evening. And then we'll hike Friday, camp somewhere. And then Saturday we'll hike till about 1 or 1-ish. Figure out where we'll be. so that we can get picked up by my wife and two guys' parents who are coming to see us Saturday. So that's the plan. But yeah, so we've got, I don't know, maybe another 3+3-ish miles to go before we get to our road crossing. So we should be there definitely by 4:30. We're just supposed to kind of give them a text when we get close and they'll come pick us up. And I think they do like a nice dinner you can pay for, and like a nice breakfast that's additional. So get some good food in us so we keep our calorie count out, keep it up. Try to stave off some weight loss that we've been experiencing. We're going to have weight loss, but we don't want it to be too severe. It starts affecting your performance. So that's that, but that's what we got. Nice, beautiful, sunny day. And it doesn't feel too bad outside. So it's nice. Tomorrow will be even nicer and a little bit warmer. So a good day to hike tomorrow. All right, we just passed this. This is the 600-mile marker on the trail heading north. So we're right at mile marker 600 now. And we're about a mile, actually 0.9 away from Route 611, where we're going to meet the hostel people to head into the hostel. So that'll probably be the wrap up for the day. We'll just wrap it up. We're at mile marker 600 right now. We'll be at 600.9 here in the next 20-30 minutes when we finish out the day. That'll be it for day 38. Yeah, day 38. All right, see you tomorrow.